Aduh, cek sound 1 2 3. Masuk ya? Oh iya. Cek sound 1 2 3. Welcome back. My name is Gregorius Gins. Halo Bang Lutfi. Waduh, udah mampir aja nih. Jangan-jangan Bang Lutfi ini bot nih. Wah, nih. Ada Bapak Bupati. Bupati Lutfi dari Tonberry. Gimana Pak kabarnya Pak? Libur. Cuti. Bapak Bupati sedang berlibur. Taruh dulu ya. Aduh, sariawan lagi. Aduh, sakit sariawannya. Sampai lupa mau kemana kan. Sono. Sariawan hadir, sehat selalu Bang. Siap. Kapan kampanye periode ketiga? Salah. Aduh, bahaya. Ntar cek Discord. Go, again. Yang bikin nge-lag Discord kayaknya nih. Oke, matiin Discord. Tidak butuh Discord saya. Tidak punya teman. Cuman ngobrol. Tadi saya sempet kelarin roulette dulu. Install lah. Beniten tuh kayak dia nge-meme. Kayaknya nge-meme. Ini mindahin bangku dulu. Bangku mic. Jatuh nggak ya? Kayaknya sih jatuh sih. Senggol jatuh ini. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell. Our ally have sent military delegates. That news to me. Mind sharing the details? Pakai voice nggak ya? Enggak kayaknya.
So blasphemy is now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread?
Destiny ini
As if people
pojokan.
transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
Ada telepon, gengs.
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Tadi ke-skip kan juga lihat chat.
So advised the Watcher. What could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Oh shit! We got the Asian, man.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
Yeah. We're gonna summon the Asian. God damn.
Elidibus.
The hell. Lagunya.
On the White Horse side of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers,
Iya.
we might be able to speak with him there.
Biasanya saya gitu, lihat yang di chat log.
No, we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
Oh, freak, man. We back to the first. We've made master.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else,
Gue mau skip.
should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure. Should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Beliau kepotong lagunya.
To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Heidelin from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, but only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation.
Ceramic. Amat set.
Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends and end begins.
Ini I'm start thinking about how we meet Sir Amek again. I'm still wondering about that. Oh god. Pokeball! Now then, is there anything we have forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor is good order? In that case, it's time we each attend our task. And when you arrive on the first, give my regard to Ryan. Tell her I miss her. Cheat, yeah! Next level. Gratia has something he wishes to give you. Take this, Gracia, my spirit vessel. Wow, dia kasih spirit vessel. Empty now. Of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower system in Umbilikus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus essence remain, it should be possible to locate it. As far access to the umbilical. Pray seek out Lina for assistance. Chances are they still stand watch of the accessor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell me I'm living my life to the fullest, that I'm happy, hardship, and all. Well, we had best on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Tapi dulu ada, jangan lupa. Wah iya. Suara apa tuh dulu? Ini kayaknya ternyata buluk dah. Internetnya buluk. Udah kayak detun. Kan tadi udah ini apa udah lewat sini juga. Tapi double cek dulu. Saya kan pikun. Udah. Tuh kan udah. Nge-lag banget, Pak. Bener-bener nge-lag. Negara. Bagus. Tapi streamnya oke. Berapa sih sennya? Iya oke, sennya juga oke. Kok headset? Buluk, internet negara ini buluk. Misi mau ngasih tau kalau kalian udah mau kiamat, internet cepat untuk apa? Waduh. Ya untuk orang Indonesia kan segala macam cepat ya. Sosial media cepat, komentar cepat, bikin mural ditangkap cepat. Kenapa gue jadi MLI ya? Nggak pakai VPN? Tidak. Gracia, you are returned. Kangen. Aduh. Have you been well, you and the others? Good choice. Then things are much the same for us. They were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. Yeah. He said this to you? The exact word? Oh, to know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Gracia, for taking care of him. Aduh, kenapa nggak ada? What next you see him? Please tell him not to overextend himself. Was a request to it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you give us continues, and we work hard to build new life for ourselves. In this course of this we occasionally bicker, but we never been more optimistic for the morrow. Pakai notice aja, yang penting stabil pingnya. Bukan ping sih tadi kayaknya, koneksi Epic kali ya. Iya pada bilang suruh pakai. More are of a mind that the settlement council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, where representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far nothing is set in stone, but whenever we choose to proceed, we will not replace our Lord Nomenclature. Oh iya lupa. Selamat datang Muhammad Izzuddin. Mantap. Have we recently overseen any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there has been. Curious that you should ask me this question though. Some days ago, Ryan came and asked the very same. She was rather uncertain, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. Whoa, what's going on here? She and other Cruisarium yacht just hosted a festival, you see? It's proofs of power that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparation for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. Wow, what's going on here? So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she would not tell me what troubled her. I just said she would be more willing to confide in you. I asked you to broach subject with her. You wish to enter the Milicum? Very well, I shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Ryle. Please wait for me in the city in front of the cabinet curiosity. Shall we say? I will be along as soon as I can. Ini nggak ada penyambutan makan-makan gitu kan? Bener lemot, nge-lag-nya. Wih, salah. Wih, mana jalannya pula? Oh, salah cuk. Wrong way. Underground. Let's go. Hello. Hello. The following event cannot be skipped. You may miss cancel. Oh, long cutscene. Let's go, baby. Ini sambil rebahan enak nih. Asik. Enaknya loadingnya semenjak SSD optimize. What a wonderful surprise. Is to have you back with us, and this is most of the time. Emang iya ya? Nggak tahu gue. Gue juga baru pindahin ke SSD sih. For this project, we tend to draw up cepetan records keep by the worst people. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavor. In course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insight into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no end to the question I will ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. Oh! Among them who offered you the greatest struggle. Kayaknya sih gue enjoy semua sih. Tadi bilang apa dia? There is no end to existence. Betul. In your quest to restore the night, you face a many invaluable foe. Among them, this may come as a surprise, but nah, kalau susah sih, susah itu, ya untuk story mungkin dia pertanyaannya ya. Bentar dulu. Apa ya? Ini kan dia bilang loneliness, self-righteous, burden of these people, misguided self-righteous, or loneliness. Fault 3 sih kayaknya sih self-righteousness-nya itu. Ah yes, Waltry, a former leader of Yulmore and final light warder you cast down. Building his paradise on Mount Gulp, he proclaimed his existence immaculate and took the name Innocence. Yes, that's probably the hard one. Your reckoning with him was without a doubt a defining moment in history, and we will see that in future prominently in the old. I know you love to talk her off, Morin, but we already should be on our way. This document from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course. And afterward, would you care to join me for a tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then, do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself again and again till his ears fall off. Is that what it takes for him to take it too hard? Enak ya. Ini yang baru. Who's next? Who is next? Gibbs. Is that Warrior of Darkness? Is that Warrior of Darkness? Bocah. It's her! It's really her! What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Oh, Ricky Tio. Best not, Ricky. You only give her a stomach. Gimana sih? We come to see Morin to get this advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. Well, I know that I want to be a mage. Harkley isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking to taking up an axe. Or the sword, or maybe the bow. Oh yes, bow man. Surely bow. We have seen of fight, but it's hard to decide, so I thought ask Morin. He know about the lots of things. He isn't here. Ow. Oh, why don't you have a Warrior of Darkness just for you? Boy, choose Bard. What do you think should argue best? Axe, sword, or bow? Bro, use bow for fighting and hunting, but bow. The bow. If you took up the bow, you could be just like Redare, Warrior of Light. Yes, you're right. Yeah, no. I love the tale. Let's borrow the book today. Ya, pada belajar anak pintar. It's really popular. Though I hope it's still here. Thanks for helping me decide Warrior of Darkness. I will start with the style and maybe try something else later on. Yes, cat with bow. Definitely win. And when I get really strong. I hope to have both with you. Such fun having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms, a wide-eyed younglings. But doesn't she spare a thought for me? Of course not. Siapa? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much acknowledgement as the presence of her beautiful brands, even though they are right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless. Yeah, I know it. Who is it? I know it. We have multiple things to do, Your Majesty. I have no end of important tasks to attend to, but unlike someone, I know what my priorities should be. And since when did my saplings become twisted old tree that say such unkind things? But disappointed as I am, I will overlook this once. I know you have a lot on your mind right now. So my adorable saplings, the reward is on first of the season, isn't it? Is this? See? How do I know this? I joined as we are. Spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of the rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we werewolf is bound to that of the star. Whether it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by giving the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape not your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. But here are the walls you're waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at the tail end. Who's next? Okay, baby. My apologies for the delay. Gimana sih Lina itu kayak orang-orang. Gracia, it's so wonderful to see you again. Hi, babe. Your doubtless has much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I have taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. Thank you, babe. Best bunny girl. Married me. Alright. Where is it? I am relieved to hear that everyone is well. I had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Yes, something will happen. Maybe I overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I never spoke with Heidelin. Never once heard her call. Even so, I have always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, that connection has wavered. It is that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I jolted awakened by a feeling it had been completely severed. Waiting some fresh air, I went to open the window. And my horror, the sky was ablaze like during the star shower. But then I blinked, everything was normal. The next day no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I'd seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of my half-remembered dream. Gracia, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. Sombong gaya nggak mau nemukan kita. Sombong amat gitu. Sombong amat. Enggak, dia suka cemburu sebenarnya. Kalau dia kan kapalnya Rhine. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarot has come again. I cannot believe it. Like I told you before, all is very here in the first. So don't worry about us. Please look only the threat before you. We're fine right now. Even if we weren't, we have learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be sure we won't go quietly. Anjay. Asik lah. Now, we will hold until you cannot find a way to save our world. As long as you continue your fight, so too will we. Until in purpose we net a blessing. United in purpose a blessing. Go skip bang. Hop upon a flower, ran wears and locusts. You had to do a weekly to consult with Elizabeth, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's fair for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Mrs. Gracia, welcome back. Lo generic. Wow. Asik. The memory, oh my. Dia tuh main sama kenangan ya. Siapa pintunya? Serem amat. Wakey, LED bus.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
Manggil Elidibus.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity.
Elidibus entity. Anjir, cakep banget karakter gue. Mesin karakter sendiri.
Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star.
Tuh, ini
The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
tuh, ini game ini ngubah villain jadi
Why apologize for receiving a favor of the defeated? If it sits ill, consider it payment for freeing Lord Zodiac from servitude. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate.
sama juga situ, nggak jauh beda. Apa ya, kayak bisa bikin.
Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Oh, yes.
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
The freak.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis.
Wow.
I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility.
Wow, who we are.
And a truth that fills my heart.
Who we are. Kayaknya sih mereka reinkarnasi gitu kan.
My memories remain clouded. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which,
Holy
having
shit!
absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
The hell is going on here?
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering
Tiba-tiba Elpis jadi
fated
bijak.
to come.
Ya bijak sih tapi gak kayak tiba-tiba.
In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the
Tapi
journey?
ngingetin, make sense dia ngingetin sih. Gue musuh lu awalnya. Damn boy.
Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete.
Udah
The
kebaca.
gateway will soon open.
Yang diomong itu
Return
emang
at once to the ocular.
kita pernah ketemu mereka satu. Tapi lucunya kan mereka nggak ngomong.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded.
Tuh mereka tahu cuma ini mau biar settingannya kita harus sampai
Magic
depan.
should consume every last mote of my essence.
Mungkin
Why
penonton pada
surprised?
ketawa-ketawa gitu.
Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream.
Ke masa lalu,
Now go,
hey.
warrior of light. Go and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours
is the mantle of the last of us.
Apa aja yang kita haidil dijamin masterpiece.
The joy of it. The burden.
Tapi kelihatan berantem nggak ya? Tapi udah kelihatan sih, maksudnya.
It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
Kitanya haidilin gitu, enggak? Favorit gue nih Elpis Ak. Elpis itu yang penyanyi itu kan? Gak bisa ya gue. Ke masa lalu dong. Ya ampun, udah pindah dimensi. Sekarang ke masa lalu. Nanti apa lagi, Rek? Tapi gue suka satu aksi, makanya satu apa namanya? Sebuah screenshot. Kalau dibanding sama kata teman gue, wow itu udah beda sendiri gitu loh, gak ada hubungannya. Itu yang paling kasihan sih kalau dalam penulisan. Wow, di mana kita ini? Aduh. Wow. Invincible, ngintip. Map baru di sini jangan-jangan. Wow. Kita ke masa lalu map barunya. Masa lalu, biarlah masa lalu. Nggak bisa. Konyol. Kan ada lagunya, Pak. Masa lalu. Salah pencet. Biarlah masa lalu. Jangan kau... Oh enggak ya? Tuh Parawan. Om. Mbak, aku di bawah. Profil layar. Bukan Mbak, ini laki, lanang ini. Semanang ngapain gue di bawah? Perempuan ding. Bukannya laki bener. Nggak ada opanya lagi. Aha, pelecehan. Tergitu lagi. Where are we going now? Oh, that's the black robe. Om. Masuk ke dalam. Tidak berguna orang-orang di sini. Nggak bisa. Dari job bisa nggak? Bisa. Udah lah ya. Buka. Jebret kebuka.
And here we are, Elpis. Well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Pan Daniel!
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Nah, ini pasti ya headset.
Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Asik. Tahu sih gua udah liat spoilernya sih. Udah banyak spoiler di Twitter, di YouTube dah. Tahu gua. Kok dia lihat?
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
Potongannya kayak
Either
cewek.
way. You see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Iya. Bagus ya, bikin villain jadi karakter favorit. Bagus kalian. Film fantasi Square Enix,
You
bagus.
may open your eyes.
Gimana, keren kan? Keren, gua gila. Lo tinggi.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then, greetings,
I am Hivladeus, Chief of the Bureau of the
Oh,
Architect.
Hevelides Grand Van Daniel. Suara mirip.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
Wah, jatuh. Kayak bener kan? Taruhnya di bak.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar. If she truly wished to be here, then she would be. Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work.
Hydlotilus itu apa?
We, I say.
Juga ngorban
Though this is
dirinya
Emmett
dia
Selk's
kan?
charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Kok main ditolong-tolong aja? Kok orang asing begitu kan? Ada orang asing.
Are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about? If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
Tar dong! Kebelet pipis!
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Belat weh!
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
Oh. The word unsundered. Let's go, but kebelet tipis. Anjir weh. Panjang banget cutscene. Nggak bisa di-pause apa ya? Oh, doginya.
This presence.
Adeline. Pakai botol aqua, Bang. Gila lu. Kalah gila. Tar dulu. Oh, holy shit.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Gue lihat di ada spoiler, tapi gue nggak spoiler, kayak ada gambar dia.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
This is hardly my first time here, but this scenery never fails to make my breath away. Where it feels like you could reach out and touch the heaven. Now then, to begin with our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of truthfulness, I shall start with the basic. Using concept to give shape to either, creation magic allow us to bring from anything we desire, be it inanimate object or living beings. Oh, basically they're God, man. Yeah, we know. Anyone who convinced of the concept, but they will must undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As a part of the process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here, always for depth observation and study. Expressing first, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring with us. Skip nggak baca, salah. Good, kaget. Now then, our friends Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he also conduct his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Nah, gini deh. Jatuh nggak ya? Nah, gini aja. Attire as you are, however, you stand out little too much. Our MSQ wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so do you know how to make a rope? The basic concept will do. No? In that case, MSQ? No, you win your responsibility getting not another thimble of an ether out of me. The way he screams sometimes, you think it was a nigh bottomless font of magic. Well, I saved you the rope, but perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requested material. Holy moly, we are, I don't know, the world asunder. Berarti mereka basically gods ya. Ya ampun pak, serem banget. Mereka ini couple jangan-jangan. Terlalu cantik ini soalnya. Yes, the creature should survive. With you, bread. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture. Shall we say to Petaloidal? There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. Now he mentioned that strength of the rope is tied, not pun intended, to the strength of the user. As your better is still thin compared to ours, you will need to awaken the Petaloidal first. Good luck. Oh. Keras ya, kayak perlu ganti. Nge-lag ya? Tolol. Gue gak baca lagi, gue pikir bunuh. Aduh. Nah, angel men ya. Dilemahin, tadi bilang di weekend, gue dibunuh. You caught the betalodel, come, let us see. Nih. Dan diri nggak bisa napa? Jago juga. Yes, this fine fellow will do nicely. Another first sport of first version. There's, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it for the size. It's fine. There's no one around to tell us off. And besides, we can always make some competitor. They need only the tiny amount of ether. It might take some effort to get home, and the composition is right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educated, but it won't fool anyone who can see worm a damn. Or a damn. Fair point, but at the very least, it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observers. And sex speaks true. Even dressed like us, your initial nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuse much less to try explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you are a familiar. The question is whose? Of course, Azam. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate absence? Or lack of her presence? Absolutely. Were she here, she had been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let's continue with our errand. Tidak perlu, Pak. If you're ready, let us continue along the path of Anagnosis. The place serves as observation hub and research boat. Someone there should be able to point us the direction of Hermes. wow. Mak, ini serem banget ya. Mau jatuh kita kemana ya? Yes, can I help you? We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you are the one of 14. I wasn't aware that there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The chief should be out conducting observation as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creature, so I expect you will find him at the pool sphere. The pools, you say? Many thanks and apologies for disturbing your work. I say, he told us, why I have never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, could you simply find him by his aider? Aye, that I could. As you know, Amalsec and I can discern the color of the soul. By some token, we also see Aether quite keenly and from a great distance. With this skill, I could already look at Hermes, but I feel like it will be a waste of opportunity. We are here to perform assessment, after all. By searching of the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much your own enjoyment, like as not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look for the Hermes. According to his profile, he was short and dark hair. So you know it because we are in Elpis that we don't have our clothes up. A special exception due to the need to beware of dangerous creatures. Oh. Elsewhere we do not exhibit our individuality. It's a simply this is all common sense, but I would not assume you are possess any. It's rare trait indeed to be able to search someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let us find our man. Pam 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 pam. Hilang. Lucu. Kalau kata adik gue gitu ya. Kenapa jadi adik gue ya? Lucu. Deket kolam ya. Tak cariin dulu ya Pak ya. Mohon bersabar. Mohon bersabar. Kita luas ini. Makanya tahu iku ya. Tuh. Cedak kolam katanya. Misi mas. Oh bukan. Mana ya? Dekat kolam susu. Oh iya. Biwi girl. Van Daniel, ini baru Van Daniel.
You are...
Oh. Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts. May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
Ah, I see you found him.
Hitheldeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Hitheldeus, baca
Too
Hitheldeus.
long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmett Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chanced to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Petnya makhluk hidup, bisa ngomong, bisa mikir, kacau ya.
Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
Jadi Garuda ntar, waduh.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters. By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Nemostoma is missing.
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Mitron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however. Excuse me.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Hello. Why the hell is this so dangerously scary? Where we? The Abyssal Hermes saw it high up the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him. And he slipped, boy. Oh, yeah. No, I'm fine. Little Empress. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Hermes, are you alright? Gak salah pilih gua, kucing beneran cocok. Quite alright. My apologies for making you worry. Meteor. Both of you are... Grecian, where are you called? An intriguing name, somehow reminiscent of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Oh no, I've forgotten about its fellow. Whoa, apalagi. Truly, what a relief. I must thank MSQ and Hydateus when I return to them. But first, with the distraction out the way, as a chief overseer Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. Yeay. Wah. Tolak dulu. Kenapa saya tolak? Saya butuhnya di sini soalnya. Skip. Having found the wayward Abystoma, Hermes is Christian. Well, we should keep the others waiting. Let us return to Anacrusis. Yes, yes, yes. We should. Speed. We need speed. My apologies for the trouble. Only your kind assistance. All the Abystomas are safe and well. I present send them back to their space. If you will go ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, a meeting area. You may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creature slip away again. Slip begitu ya, saya lupa. Orangnya kayak gitu. Dia not that kind. Wah, tun dulu.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways. We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force? Yes, I'm sure your business with Hermes is quite pressing. You may speak with him to your heart's content after ours is concluded.
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe she can be trusted. Meteon would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
Mic jatuh. Aduh, awas.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself. Do you hear?
Kok gue duduknya di situ?
So, it's finally happened then.
Aye. Van Daniels declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor. In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
I'm sorry, Gracie, I didn't want to. Didn't mean. A walk, perhaps? We can go for a walk? Jalan kemana nih? Hermes gets sad when he thinks about that. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am, how he made me. But don't worry, I'm fine now. So why did you come here? You want to learn about the Elpis and Helmus? Oh, teach you. I can teach you. We could take turns. I will tell you something, then you tell me something. It will be. Where to start? Yes, let's talk about Mammoth. He should be near the iterate. I'm not good at explaining, but Mammoth is, so I will have him explain instead. Ooh. And what have we here? And what have we here? Though you like a person, you have the ears and tail of the beast. I assume you're familiar like Matthew. Is there something you need? Yes, Gracia, could you teach her about Elpis? Newly arrived familiar, is he? Very well. I shall be glad to introduce our facility to her. As you know, it's mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magic to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would be lead to chaos. No, any and all life form must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Elpis. A very candidate is subject to rigorous study, in which we identify their properties, some as what habitat might be suitable, and speculate as to the effect they may have on the environment and other species. Should be judged beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take place in the world. The two of you too were created with hope that mankind making the star a better place, so hit your master well and be good. Do you hear? We will, Mammon. We will. Thanks for the lesson. Chia. You had a turn now. You had a turn. Now I get a turn. Where did you come from? Place far away. Then I probably don't know it. I don't know how much about their other places. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. My power. I hadn't thought you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. What not being watched, then I'll explain my power. No, we can call. Oh, there it is. They're kidding me. What the hell? I know that. We meet again. Anyway, I'll try reading his mind. That's my power. apaan dah? I can't read it, or maybe there's nothing to read. Yeah. Wait, please. Wait, I will try again with you this time. Jelek nih pasti. Greetings, can you hear me? Yes. This is my power. I can read emotion of those around me. Project my emotion to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather you're converting my emotion into words and intention, a process performed subconsciously by intelligence life from me. This ability is fatal to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings even should they communicate via unknown language or other non-verbal means. As consequence, I'm clumsy at speaking. Consequence, I'm speaking. Yet though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thought and feelings that they way we wish to hide. Oh. I harbor affection for you, one that difficult to divine. Oh. Aside from the fact that you are sharing common thread with us, your thoughts are complex, pragmatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using words when you're speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? No. Hey, good. Now it's my turn again. So what are you good at? Playing. I'm not good at fighting. Playing. Not sure what that means. We might be bothering it. Let's keep going. Well, let's going. We will go and see you then next. He usually at in small building, one of the west. I'm not too bothered to collect ether right now. I just want to finish the story. Missy Nang. Well, if he isn't Meteon, I see you brought a wrench today. Greetings, Ethan. I'm an apple. Could you make an apple? The kind Hermes likes, convert in syrup. I want to share to Gracia. Ah, candied apple. Hermes is still partial to them, but you know you can eat. Meteor, you weren't meant to do so. But I like it too. It may seem that the way it's due to your ability to share other feelings, you take an Hermes like of your offering. In any case, I can prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. And sorry, Lucia, I wanted to show you my favorite thing, then I could ask about yours, but I failed. Ah, that's what you like. Yes, yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. It makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing with me, Gracia. We have walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? Udah maghrib. Makan abis ini ya. Lama nggak ya arc-nya ini? Pak, mau balik nih anak nih, Pak. Anaknya balik nih, Pak. Pak, anaknya balik, Pak. There you are. I can see the fresh air done, Matthew, good. Gracia wanted to learn about you and Alpis, so I taught her about this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be any use, but I do appreciate you keeping Matthew company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy yourself with inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that MSQ and Hidatelus will accompany me as I attend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too? I've compelled to remind you that she is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chance to meet at Propilayana. There's no guarantee that the matter we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. I don't mind. To see the joy of her presence brings Matthew. I cannot imagine our mysterious friend Harbor manages it. Gracia is kind, really, truly. She taught me as much as I taught her. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You're bound to learn lots and lots. If everyone is ready, there is few operations I need to check out first. First, we shall return to the spot where we found our wayward Abistoma. Have care when you step outside the hub. Oh, there may be one unruly creature about. Ooh, yes. Wah, nabrak. Mau ketemu sama Heidelin. Mana Heidelinnya? This here a new species, Petaloda, we recently set loose. It has been doing very well, managing and maintain stable existence thus far. If we can see observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it into the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It's the presence of the soul, yet the soul is something you can choose to have a will. No, it manifests only those beings, whose form and harp to the laws of creation, that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill these requirements, such as the spontaneous born of magic or natural phenomena, do not have soul. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, it like a soul, then it's considered an arcane entity. So you see, it's not for mankind to decide what is living. Their domains lie beyond our manipulation, and it's hubris to assume otherwise. But come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I received a report that arcane entities had gathered there. No! Not today! Tiga lima skill speednya gila, cepet banget. Yes, lightning phenomena. Just as it said. Although we can call these structures a beacon due to light which form, in fact, magical device may manipulate the balance element, keep it either airborne and maintain climate control. Oh, udah gelap ya? Nyalain lampu dulu. Kayaknya pegel juga. Lesehan, main lesehan. Lapar boy. Right now the element is lightning, which means draw the phenomena here to replace the editor. Its peer Metin is busy. Would you care to assist me in her state to fit the phenomenon? Using this lighting confuse, you can harness ambient lighting and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast to our dazzling friend. Quite right. Aduh, kejepit. Caranya gimana? Oh, udah. Perfect done, Gracia. Look. See how they gather to feed, how they express themselves through their action, despite their lack of words. Speech is not the sole divine characteristic of thinking, feeling creature, nor is silence indicated that they need to possess these qualities. This is soulless arcane entity such as the phenomenon or the variable life form such as Petaloda, all seek to perpetuate their existence to survive. A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint, but ultimately falls to the bearer of architect to pass a judgment. Oh, dia di antaranya. Those with the expansional vision as Hythus may be able to understand her true nature. But to me it doesn't matter, she is herself, and that is all I need to know. Oh, you finished already? I'm sorry I was in the way. Not to worry, my dear. them is nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next, we will head east to the morning dew. I need to speak with some observer there. Pesan makan dulu kali ya. Pesan makan atau bikin mie aja ya. Ada kasur. Ouch. Oh, close. Nice. Ah. Mirip.
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
Aduh.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Antelekis.
That's me!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait. A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter. On account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Meteor?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%. The more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay, I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an entelechy. Like me. So, are we the same? Entelecchies.
I have been known to transcend my limit, but nothing but determination. Apa ya? Enaknya ya? If I feel it because I'm not saying do it proper. Kayaknya bercanda aja.
Well, aren't we ungrateful? Mayhap I should revert you to the pathetic, faded thing you were.
A deficit of ether alone does not an entelechy make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis.
Nggak asik nggak bercanda.
Influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it. Oh dear, I'd forgotten about the poor fellow. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Skip. Coba kalau pilihan yang lain. Masalah kalau pilihan yang lain.
Amazing. So,
This place is Elbers. Entelekis. Like...
they... A happy accident. Unique for how they change color to reflect the emotional state of... Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest one.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. Well, it has no will of its own. It is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in it.
Akasha?
Akasha. And those are intellect.
That's me!
That you are.
Wait, I've never...
Hardly surprising. Dynamis cannot be... And though its existence has long been theorized, what's more, on account of... 'Tis a truly...
Intriguing.
Our star. However, the more abundant. 'Tis not unlike... Not that I have such Nay. The relative...
That being...
Precisely.
Yours is... so...
Penasaran kau.
That sounds more akin to the desperate flailings of a wild beast when facing imminent death.
A deficit of ether alone does not an Enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis.
Sama aja di nyinyir sama MSQ juga. Pak. Aduh. Personal items aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive, given that we are known among the 14 who specialize in Celestial. You'll be welcome addition. Assuming we can be persuaded to join. That is, I can still understand his decision. Not this specialty. Oh, you wish to know what why MSQ has chosen to be convocation. I should be glad to share this tale. It began when not another word. Let's you have forgotten we learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent yacht is not your concern. Oke. Ntar saya istirahat bentar. Yuk, lanjut yuk. Bentar lagi makanan datang. Pesan makanan dulu tadi. My apologies for the wait. I have inspected the envelopes to my satisfaction. All is well with the creature, and I dare say it won't be long ere it released into the world. Another creation, however, reported isn't faring so well. The This. That is what we shall do next. Kayak familiar apa ya? Belum dilangin katanya. If you would follow me, my friends, we shall return to the main isle and head north. Sorry. What the hell is that? Suara terjun ya. I understand there's a problem with one of the caribis. Yes, that's right. As you know, the caribis is based on sea creature owning to adjustment and has its ability to the wind. It's capable to fly. The specimen quit from the concept could all fly without issue, but the problem arose in subsequent generation. This is a third generation creature was born with accurate balance, leading soaring toward the water. Its aquatic origin restoring itself. The result big is humanity is the wind is dismissed and cannot fly. No matter what we try, we can get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such a change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I refer the creature and recommend to the Bureau the concept will be revised. With this edge with balance turning towards water, the cat is in the struggle to manipulate wind. Yet it's too early to conclude that it can fly. Having felt at first it may simply have developed a fear. I saw transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finally took wings. What? You wouldn't go to such length? You don't know? Of course you not. Transformation is art in which a manipulate the vast quantity of ether to construct another body around itself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form, and thereby transit the limit of one flesh. Yet, in face view, it may be transforming in the presence of others is considered vagrancy in extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robless shameful. I want to understand you to make a bit of this. Nothing of short, it's just what that. When transformed, I can wield the wind and fly. It may seem excessive, but what is our sin next to the life of this creature? They deserve a chance, and we all are willing to do all in our power. Be that it may. Yes, I believe I have a solution, Nancy. I am troubling you to move that cannabis away from this fellow, somewhere out of sight. Meanwhile, I like the rest of you help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you to the need to report to your colleague that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have faith, little faith, and run along. I trust you don't mind. Wait, sepertinya sudah dekat nih makan malam. Yo, I'm back. MSQ is out of sight. Good. Let us speak of the plan. It's not of a genius, really. We have MSQ trained. The calibers. Aside from being able to fly and transform, you can't really see either currents. With his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wings magic to get the critical lock. Well, is indeed capable of all you described. It's not his duty. I'm not trouble him with it. Can't be. As I mentioned, it will be also for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. Risha, I want to go to MSQ. Tell him that you have to travel to us. He will be disappointed corporate at first, but he must not discourage. With our friend, the trick is to be unlikely persistent. Off you go now. Good luck. Oh yeah. Closer. Right behind the building, roger that. Sorry, habis makan burger ketahuan enak banget. Well, as your preparation for the scheme, it's clearly not a scheme complete. I have a favor to ask. Pokoknya gede kali ya. Oh no, you don't. I'm not lifting a finger. I don't know what the head was about, but I will not make to know. I refuse. Wih. Kenapa jadi kayak dating simulator? Gak bisa. Oh.
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent MSQ. Please teach her to fly.
else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emmett Sulk. Please.
I did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last. I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even. Quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree. If there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them. Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve herself in the business of others. Where she walks, excitement is certain to follow. Her antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern. When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends. To help them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world. And when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
Damn, so cool. Wait. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the cannabis has learned to fly. And Gracie and I didn't realize I had this in chat. I'm sure you did. The creatures needed to small assistant at first, but soon it's flying more or less its own. I doubt we will need to repeat the lesson. This was truly impressive. I witnessed this from afar. The cannabis fly. Indeed, with this we have proved that even creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of life. Though we help to achieve this, the cannabis herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion. If and when the needs arise. Keeping this in mind, happy to continue observing them. If that is what you want. But if I saw so, rather than hoping to idealistic possibility come to pass, it would be so simple to have the concept pictures. That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Jeff. As you wish. Hermes? Fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all my present tasks. Let us return to anagronesis for now. Kita mau handle kita kayaknya nih. Aduh, apa tuh mau handle nya? Want to apologize for forcing me to help? Do you? Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. I might just most expeditious way to have done with the implement to our business. Everything seems to be... Ooh, cutscene, more cutscene, more cutscene. Tell me, Gracia, in course of watching me, have you learned out of value? Damn, she said. Good, this is the spirit Bagaimana should be of the XIV. Chief Hamas, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The Lakon M5 is done it again. No sooner did we release one for observation, they set up an army of two pets, slaughtering them. What, this creature hungry? Or somewhat provoked? I had just fed them myself, and these occupants were keeping a white bird. It is the nature of the Latiners to blame the initiate physicianus. Tempered aside is outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it might not be suitable for race, it's not doubt that the Bureau will accept the concept of preservation. In any case, there is no point to postpone the inevitable. The Rose will refund them all at once in catalogue in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Of the path of the 12 wonders. As you look away, you should see it in left. I don't know, Doris is still in there. However, Hermes, wait! Is this the part of his work? Then I should observe. We follow. It is nowhere to be seen. Judas must have taken it away. The man like his face and sort of wonder as you're crossing him out there. I must say this serves the area for good measure was to make sure that no one would escape. My thanks. Let's make it 12 when you have finished. I will go ahead. Please follow Gracie. Looks like Gracie. Come. This is the time of the bridge. Yeah, this is the 12 wonders. Cinema's looking for doors. Let's look for doors too. This man with long blonde hair. Eddie, I will know him when I see him. Oh, I thought I had familiar voice. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for doors. Thank you. You are in charge of Francis, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the fields in the stream. Francis as they were. I could well return them to British Kitsis. Once I submitted my report, I will see them reverted without delay. As he say, the piece is indeed quite precious. You're the one for here. What brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself. As you were. We heard in the news that I've consulted occultists as a observer in charge. You are the one feeling it the virus. I am their abnormal aggression, the personal strength make for the highly problematic combination. Oh no. The matter is this is upset. Aduh. Natural order. Good to get specimen observe our outliner. Lally, we create a good many of them. All exhibit the same tendencies. Even when we use Kairos to begin with a fresh slate, their behavior was unchanged. Kairos? A memory recorder system the chief himself created. It allows to erase or alter memories that we may observe present in different environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Ah shit, man. Quite impressive and potentially dangerous depending on the intensity of etheric emission. I started my wish to have a word with you. For sure, I keep all fellows within latest prescribable limits and prevent misuse. This application are linked to status by the chief officer. Do not misunderstand. The manner of subject memories is intuitive, up and deeply armed. It is still breakable to execution. Come on, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. What was born of pattern is simply being reduced to its original state. I know this decision concerns you, but we must lose sight to the bigger picture, making rational choice for the sake of more prosperous star. Discussion cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kairos. We make it. If question need to the mental existence, we admit it. This is all the really good non-question. This is a sustainable world-life process. I understand this thing. I do. I would never think to enlist a clear and undeniable threat into the world. Yes, instantly into the individual, the man must be next to operation, with all the multiple have. Before we seal their fate, we all need to this being as possible option. We said that nothing had to be overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with all report. We make it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion? The MSQ may better carry out his duty. By all means. I show them to the meeting room. I feel this discussion might take a while, during which time. Are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting. I will stay with Gracia. Lotto as I am to push. May I leave me to tune in your care again? I'm in your debt. If you will, excuse me. Oh, tune. What will you Please. This would be better for Hamas, but they are HG. That means we should detach them to either on observation or potions. Any other place is fine. Well, let's keep looking. Come here, When I was looking, it shot shit at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you are a good Russia at spotting love, you know, something so. Monster. Kenapa dengan pertigaan? Despite nothing promising nearby, yes, come on. Nothing around here. Over there, Chris, something big, huge. Wah, ada pula. All the grass. Monster. Famous sense. But simple better but flower of those monster. When Hannes inspected to swallow him up, he didn't leave his room for days. How do you think, Gracia? Would you like it? So not this one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Gracia, but I could insert a little more. Maybe it's part of fruit, but today I'll pick something after that, I promise. Talk to them, my friend. Shit. Nothing exciting over there. What could it be? Oh. Alpis flower, they hit too. Almost likes and dislike them at the same time. Like me, they are and villages. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. But only for Highness, though. For others, they always fight and fight. Really, the flower was dark in your home? Then do you have it too, a dark emotion? I see. Like broken angels. And I was the same. The feeling of part of you is gone again and again, but not on notice. Please, Christian, won't you lend it to me, your pain and sorrow? I want you to make the floor dark in front of Hannes. It has been a dark place since before he created me. He has known that he isn't the only one. I said too. Truly, you will do it? Thank you, Christian. Thank you. It means more than me that I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes react. Let's go back and fetch him. All this time we're nothing more than science and science. A lot of quests. It seems they're still lacking. Just nothing right back until they finish. Cutscene, long cutscene, let's go lah.
Hermes!
Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Aduh.
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emmett Salk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on. You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteon has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
Siapa? Ih, senyumnya.
I don't think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not amiss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration? Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I'm filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Alpes, or if you only did it at Meteon's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort. Indeed, difficult though it may be, I must endeavor to be strong like you. The stars in the heavens, know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris, a world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteon and her sisters.
Huh?
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteon, let's head back.
All right.
Whoa. Sentimental gift. all to breathe in the nude, perhaps it's time to attend to my next task. Since Emma and Helios are where we received a verdict regarding the fate of Lightning Plus, Seven will quit for observation. Now all seven must be unmade. The rules for protocol and chair to see a definite of all judgment. Like council is so much for performing personal and special way of self is the kind of thing of the world, and they cannot be allowed to remain here indoors. I intend the petition to the architect to have a concept present of anti-resistant purpose harvest level. I got this please. Yet, there are another burrow beside the president of the purpose. First, I didn't sound the greatest and his material measures. I will join him for a week. It's my duty to witness the conclusion of this study. If you resolve that, of course, let us off that we're turning to the main line. Dia lagi. I don't have time for that. Doros, are you hurt? What happened here? They caught me off guard. Wow, kok bisa? I had them bound with the heterocycles, but they became frenzies even more than usual and broke free. I was able to stop Ford, and the other three escaped. What? I see them to have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. That last is a head lurking in the field. You and Gracia handle this at one. The pair are in the sky, you can leave it to me. This is how it must have been, so be it. I will render assistance to Emerset, unneeded though it is. Veteran, you are to stay here with Doros. But Hermes, because our war must be reflected, I should spare you the pain and mine. It is my burden, not yours. But if you are intent on helping, then please follow my lead. Wah, capek. Udah berapa jam gue stream ya? Yang terakhir deh. Istirahat habis ini istirahat. Habis istirahat. Gak bisa kelarin ini semua dalam waktu singkat ya. Panjang storynya boy. Pas lagi sih ini verdict and execution. Oh iya benar. Udah kelas masih banyak. Gila panjang banget kelasnya. Appreciate your help and lay with those necessary. There is our quarry within striking distance. Present, it will straighten and make it flee beyond our reach. This is my plan. We'll approach slowly, and if you draw the Lycan attention, I warn you, it's able to outfire its temperament. Not to spot you will unleash a plan. But fear not, my notion, you are more than equal to the task. Stand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and like you have to catch it unawares. Ready? Let us begin.
Now.
Forgive me. Please, forgive me.
May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire.
Sedih amat.
Hate, if that be your want. Ye are worthy,
but leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
Another little having taken care of. The incident is something like always continue as normal, or end as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument, no matter how well it served the rest. There is a pang of sadness when the race leaves. We never had the part because me such brief of messages for you before. It must be experience of storm. I know what I do with these boxes. Yes, it's good. Iya. Allow me to run. And what if regression will continue along with us? Wonderful. Our fellowship travel unbroken. As I will explore another part of Altis to see what new encounters there to be. If you would follow me, we will first head back to Anna Cruises. Oke. Gila. Paham banget, capek. 4 jam gue gak kuat lu, ada orang bisa stream panjang atau nggak ngerjain MSQ. Gue kalau main juga kadang banyak jeda-jedanya gitu, kayak roulette atau apa. Ada jedanya. Sejam, 2 jam, 3 jam jeda. Ini parah sih, panjang banget story-nya. Tapi enjoy sih, penasaran banget, pengen lanjut gitu kan. Siapa gua gitu, apa jangan-jangan ini udah mulai berspekulasi daripada gitu. Penasaran jadi pengen terus. Spekulasi jelek mendingan jalan terus. Tapi ya karena harus beres-beres juga. Streamnya udah sampai sini. Kalau saya masih kuat saya lanjut lagi deh MSQ-nya. Thank you udah mampir, thank you Bang Lutfi udah mampir mampir selalu, gila. Terus siapa lagi tadi? Kita cek dulu. Siapa yang chat tadi barusan kan? Ada subscriber juga, cuma gue nggak tahu siapa tuh. Kok nggak ada notifikasi? Biasanya ada notifikasinya tuh. Oh, chatnya hilang. Siap, thank you udah mampir. Kalau nggak capek, lanjut lagi ntar malam lah, habis beres-beres. Oke, thank you. Sampai jumpa lagi. Bye bye.